Hello, my name is Rachel and I'm here today to talk about my holiday TBR. So I'm going on holiday in about a week. I'm going with my parents to Ireland and we're going travelling around there for like 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. We're going to Dublin, we're going to Cork, we're going to County Kerry, Limerick, I don't know if it's pronounced like that. Going to a lot of places. Anyway, we're going driving down to Anglesey and getting the ferry and then driving to Dublin, and then obviously we're going to be driving from Dublin to Cork and then from Cork to wherever we go after that and then back to Dublin. There's a lot of travel. I have got a lot of books to take with me because number one, we've got the car with us so I can take as many books as I want. It's not like on a plane where I'm restricted. And number two, we're going to be in the car a lot, so I'm hoping to read a lot. So yeah, I'm just going to show you the books that I'm hoping to take with me today. I've just filmed a TBR for the Classics-a-thon, which if I've put up before this video I will link above, but I mentioned these videos as being my TBR for the Classics-a-thon and I will be taking some of these with me. I'm definitely taking Lolita and Emma, unsure about the rest. So these are on the TBR as well, but maybe not all of them to take on holiday with me. So apart from those ones, then we have The Good People by Hannah Kent. So the reason that I'm taking this book is that on the back of this it says it's set in rural Ireland in 1825, and that's the main reason. It's Irish, I want to read an Irish book. And I've wanted to read this for absolutely ages, so I'm really excited. So from the signs of this, it has something to do with witches. On the back it says, together the women will do anything to cure the little boy, but as their world of folklore and ritual tightens around them, it threatens to blur the line between mercy and murder. So it just sounds very good, very page-turny, and I'm really excited to pick this one up. This is one that I have downloaded on audiobook because obviously I'm taking a lot of books and I do want to be reading some things on audiobook as well, just because I like audiobooks. So this is one that I won't be taking with me physically, but it is one that I'm going to be reading there. Next, I have Mythical Wood by Robert Holstock. This is a book that I really wanted to get to in 2019. I have read 100 pages of this because I was studying at university. Didn't end up finishing it because it was stressful, and this was one of the books that had to get cut when I was getting stressed. So I've been very interested to pick it back up in the last few years, and I'm finally going to hopefully do that on holiday. So this is about a guy who goes to visit the house of his father, and his father has died, but his father was obsessed with this forest that's on his land, and after he died the protagonist's brother went to the house to kind of help with his stuff, and while he was there he also got obsessed with this forest and then he went missing, presumably in the forest. And so our protagonist goes to the place where his father lived and he's going to find out what the fuck's up with this forest. And that's the basic premise of this book. It was absolutely fantastic what I'd read so far, so I'm really excited to start again from the beginning and read the whole thing and find out finally what the fuck is up with this forest. Next book I have is Nod by Adrian Barnes. This was one that I had on my Reading Rush TBR, but unfortunately I did not get to, so I'm hoping to take it on holiday with me. This is a dystopian, and basically there are loads and loads of people who suddenly can't sleep, and I think it's like 1 in 10 people can still sleep in the world and no one else can sleep. And obviously after a certain amount of time without sleeping, you know, your body will start to deteriorate and you can die without sleep because obviously it's very restorative. So that's what this book's about, and I think it sounds amazing, so I really want to pick this one up. The next book I have is Ghostwall by Sarah Moss. So I love Sarah Moss. I've read The Tidal Zone so far by Sarah Moss and absolutely adored it, and I'm really excited to get into this one. I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot as well. So in this we follow a teenage girl called Sylvie who goes with her parents to a sort of encampment thing that's being run over the summer by an archaeological team, and I think they basically reenact societies from older times. It's like men being hunter-gatherers, not having electric, that sort of a thing. That's what I think it is. That's the vibe I'm getting, but I don't know because I've not read it, but I'm very excited too. And yeah, it's very short. It's only 152 pages, so I think it'll be a quick read to take with me, and I'm excited for it, especially because it has like a rural feel to it, and obviously going to Ireland, going to be in some rural places, very excited. The next book I have is Lanny by Max Porter. I've mentioned before, I don't really know what this is about. I don't really care. I just love Max Porter. I loved Griffith's Thing with Feathers, so I will just be trash for everything that he ever writes, whether I know what it's about or not. So in this I do know we follow like a small village and there's a huge cast of characters and it's written in a very weird way. that's about all that I know. The last novel that I have is Little Deaths by Emma Flint. I've been so excited to read this for like years now. I got it before I went to Switzerland. I got it when it first came out and I really wanted to read it, but I didn't get to it when it was summer. And this book is set in the height of summer in Queens in New York. And so I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. I want to wait till it's warm and it's summer. But then I went to Switzerland, so I didn't have it anymore. So I'm very excited to be back and be able to read this. So in this we follow a woman who is like an unconventional woman. She always dresses up, she drinks a lot, all that sort of stuff, but she has some small children and they go missing, and when the police go to her apartment and kind of see the lifestyle that she leads, they start to look at her as a potential suspect, and yeah, we go from there. It sounds like a thrillery, mystery kind of book, and I'm here for it. I'm really excited about reading it. And the last book I have is probably the first book I will read because it's absolutely killing me not having read it. I got it like a week ago and I just look at it all the time and want to read it, and I've stayed strong and I've not read it yet, so I'm very proud of myself. But it is Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me by Mariko Tamaki and Rosemary Valero O'Connell. So Mariko Tamaki was one of the creators for This One Summer, which is a graphic novel that I absolutely adore. And so when I heard this was coming out, I knew I had to get it. It's also, yeah, graphic novel, LGBT stuff. It just sounds like my bag, like everything I like. So I'm very excited for it. The colour palette in this also looks really cool. It's like black and white and then occasional splashes of like a salmon pink. I'm so proud of myself for not having read it so far. This is undoubtedly going to be like the first thing I pick up when I get in the car. So yeah, I have that one. They are all the books that I'm going to be taking to Ireland with me. I know this seems like a lot, but it's just, we have a lot of driving in the car. We have a lot of ferries. We have a lot of just like waiting around kind of times, and I am really enjoying reading at the moment, so I'm excited to take full advantage of all of that time. These are all the books along with the classic Savannah ones. If you've read any of them and want to tell me what you thought of them down below, please do, or tell me which ones to get to first. That would be lovely, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!